So when we get back from California, we're gonna do a company-wide 75 hard.
Yeah, we're gonna be legends. Gonna teach 'em all a lesson. Got this feeling in our souls we carry. It's about to be legendary. This is what we came for.
What a beautiful and refreshing day, Corey. 60 degrees and raining. Corey's still sitting in the back, guys, because we still haven't get this door fixed on the G-Wagon, so yeah. We are headed to HQ. We have clients that flew in from out of town to meet with us, to check out all of our equipment. That's number one. Number two, we got our monthly managers, well not monthly, weekly managers meeting. It's at 10 a.m. We're gonna be about 10-15 minutes late. I gotta start waking up earlier now because my dog Bear is having a hard time walking and getting around. Just gonna have to help him get out of the house in the morning, go to the bathroom. So it's taking like 15 minutes longer than usual, so it's making me run behind. Can't wait to start 75 hard. And that should be fun. When we get back from California, Corey, we're doing 75 hard. How do you feel about that?
I think it's gonna be light.
He said it's gonna be light. You guys hear that? Now 75 in and of itself is not hard. Doing it every single day, consecutively, without missing a beat, that's the hard part. Anyone can do all the things on the task every single day, but can you do it for 75 days straight? Here's some of the things. Corey, list them out, okay? Put it on the screen. Number one, you gotta drink a gallon of water. Number two, you gotta read a book. Number three, you gotta work out twice. Once inside, once outside. Irregardless if it's raining, sunny, snowing, you gotta work outside. 45 minutes per workout. You gotta take a progression photo. No alcohol, no cheat meals. 75 days straight. Even if you miss a single thing, like forgetting to take a photo, you lost. The point of 75 hard is to teach you discipline. It's to teach you accountability. It's to teach you grit. It's to teach you how to be resourceful. Because there are gonna be days that are a walk in the park. And there are gonna be days you're gonna get punched in the nuts. Because you're gonna have a family event, you're gonna have a corporate event, you might have a team event, you might have a birthday, you might have shit that's out of your control. You might have to travel. And you gotta be able to do it around that schedule. And that's what it teaches you, the mental grit. That's why I'm able to do what I'm able to do, is because I've learned that no matter what happens, I'm gonna get the shit done. If it's important to you, you're gonna find a way. If it's not, you're gonna find an excuse. I mean, there were times where I had to fly and meet a client out of town, and to do my one workout, I'm walking back and forth in the airport for 45 minutes straight, looking crazy. As soon as I land, do the second workout. I might have landed there at 11 o'clock at night. It happened to me one time when I was in Idaho. I think it was Boise, Idaho. It was cold as fuck. I'm thinking Idaho is gonna be warm. Probably some of the coldest weather I ever felt in my fucking life. As soon as I landed, get to the airport, put my shit down, and go outside, middle of fucking nowhere. I'm walking back and forth for 45 minutes, up and down the neighborhood to do my workout. So it's easy to do for a day, even for a week, but to do it for almost 3 months straight, that's the hard part. But it will give more to you than it'll ever take away. It's not for everyone, but being a fucking winner isn't for everyone. Being number one isn't for everyone. Being the champ isn't for everyone. That's all. Have you subscribed to the channel? No? Hit the subscribe button. If you like this video? No? Like this fucking video. Did you do it? Click the like button. We're doing this for you. If you take the time out of your day to watch these videos, we get almost 400 views per video, Corey. We don't get 400 likes. If you don't like it, then why are you watching? And if you like it, why not hit the like button? Corey works very hard to make these videos, right, Corey?
Very hard.
And Corey's not fucking cheap either. We're still waiting. Thanks. So it was plan A is to just launch the pickleball. That should give us a boost by at least 1,000 members. If it doesn't, then we'll remove the fence. We didn't want to do the fence right away because we barely have parking as it is. The motherfuckers come for free. There's no parking.
The walls here, Nacho never showed up.
Well, he's not coming today. He's wrapping up at Grant. Next week he'll be here. So what I would do is I would mark out all the areas you want him to touch up, patch, and paint. You know, we talked about what he's going to do in Fusion Fresh. So if you want to walk around and just
Put blue tape.
if you allow him to do it, he'll be here for a month and just fucking do everything. You don't want that, okay? It's very expensive. So find areas that you need done, mark it with blue tape. This way when he comes in, you can walk him through and only hit those specific areas.
Did we get the turf? Should we do that?
Order.
Yo, Dylan, did you guys fix that wall over there? The wall?
We can, you
You guys
know, we
fix the
have
wall?
shades on.
You got any plans over there, like getting a magnet key for Fusion Fresh entering the gym, or we just be doing that little floor lock at the bottom, the lock at the
To
door?
prevent people from walking through Fusion Fresh.
Because we about to start the meal prep and then we gonna have it.
So what I would do is I would get a computer, which we had discussed,
Yeah.
and anyone that wants to walk back into the gym has to scan in, just like they do at the front.
I mean, I could probably just put. I'll try, cause that's really the clothing wall. It's really just a computer, so I could try to put 20 in there.
Yeah,
So I just need a scanner at that point.
that's fine.
I'll see if it works. If not, then we'll buy the computer. So no lock though, because when we close, I don't want nobody in there going in there grabbing the milk prep. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't really see that as an issue, but order the locks anyway and have the boys install it.
I know we had talked about it before, but like, are we gonna get any fans, or are we just gonna adjust the temperature when it's consistently hot? Because it's also just like really stuffy when it gets warm outside,
So, we'll
Might
speak
be
to
in
Dawn.
the still in the
I'm gonna send
cabinet.
you Dawn's number. She is the property manager.
Oh, I have it, it's on that list, right? What's the number, the whole list of contacts, it's not on there.
And speak to her about the new thermostat controller. Like right now we're blowing through money, having the heat on days we don't need it. We can't adjust the temperature in our building.
Okay.
And so, have it, like look, right now it's one control board for all the units. So it's just one mega unit. So, like look, you know, we called around, they don't even make this model anymore. So you can get just individual ones because all the wires for every unit is ran to one spot. So instead of having it run into one mega controller, you can just have like 6 small ones right next to each other. You can control them all in the same spot. They have a complete checklist so nothing's being missed. And it'll also stay shared. So like let's say some shit happens here 2 weeks from now, you can add it to the list. You see what I'm saying? And at any given time, we all know what needs to be repaired at every single gym. Make sense? But this will be our immediate list, so we can put the right people on it. So Ernesto is going to be here on Monday, and so I'm going to have him make a bunch of repairs to the bathroom in the restaurant, and he's good with plumbing, so you can have him check out that sink. But we'll just compile a list. So we won't talk anymore about repairs because you know it's eating up a lot of the time of the meeting. I don't want you guys to be here for like 3 hours. I feel like we got a good idea of what needs to be done. I'm gonna create a list on, and each one will be separate. So it'll say Grand Ave repairs, it'll say HQ repairs, and I'll share it with each club, you know, management individually, so you guys can easily tweak it. Cool? Tracy, great job hosting the team outing. Looked incredible.
We had fun.
Wish I was there. Definitely will be there for the next one. We want to host these at least like once a month, guys. It's important that you guys build camaraderie, build community, and you feel
like you're a family. You know what I mean? Especially an intricate one like with every single club. It's hard to do it with all the clubs together. So next month, you know, plan it out. Same thing with Dill. Dill always got one planned out to go to Hibachi. So, and I'll talk to Kev. He'll plan one out with his team. But try to do these things. It's good for morale. It's good for connecting with your team because not everyone gets to work with each other, right? So like the morning shift just stays with the morning shift. The night shift usually with the night shift. These are moments that allow your team to work together and hang out with each other and like get to know each other. We all have a great relationship because we've been around each other for a long time. We work with each other in a certain capacity. A lot of them, they'll never get to interact because they work completely different shifts. So this is how you bring your team together.
Do like team workouts and like in between our staff meetings, have like potlucks.
She said, "Fuck y'all." Okay, she's like, "We're just better
I'm just sharing
at
this
everything."
Let's do 50-50.
So like we just put a poll in there like what we're gonna work on for our first team workout. I think chest is winning, right?
Huh? Yeah. So it's great that great minds think alike, but the biggest thing is like ideas are only worth the people that are going to execute them. Like when I just had a single club, we would do it. You know what I mean? When we just had Grand Avenue, everyone had to work out with each other. So here's an idea that I propose, and it'll be up to each team at each club to actually execute it. So we're gonna have a workout log, right? So the workout log is everyone in the team needs to work out together at least a couple times a month, right? And so the log, you'll say, hey, Jeremy, you're gonna be with Josh today. Hey, Josh, you're gonna be with John today. Hey, Aiden, you're gonna be with Soham today. And this way, you'll get to bond, you'll get to connect, and you'll feel more like a team. You see what I'm saying? And so it'll be mandatory. Bonfire and barbecue and our monthly team meeting. We will tell everyone on staff that we're going to be doing it, and then you know there'll be a prize at the end for everyone that completes it. I won't tell you what it is, but it'll be worth having. The biggest thing about 75 Hard is not about you looking incredible and shredded and juicy as fuck afterwards. That will also happen. That is just a side effect. The main thing is going to teach you discipline. It's going to teach you grit. It's going to teach you to be resourceful. It's going to teach you so much. And the reason being is, Corey was talking shit this morning. He was like, yeah, man, it's going to be nothing. It's going to be a walk in the park. Yes, it is a walk in the park. It's not a walk in the park when you have to do it every fucking day. One of the main things it's going to teach you is going to teach you to be resourceful. It's going to teach you to have grit. It's going to teach you how to get shit done, irregardless of any obstacles that's in your path. The biggest challenge you're going to face is drinking that gallon of water. You're going to be hitting that bathroom every 15 minutes. Do not drink from a gallon. You will lose. You will fail. The reason being is, one, it's inconvenient. Two, it'll literally feel like you're not drinking any fucking water because every time you look at it, this bitch is still half full. Do it with water bottles. What I usually do is I'll have a water bottle and I'll chug the water bottle every 2 hours. Once I'm done chugging, we have a water fountain, I just go refill it, and then I just sip on it for the next 2 hours, and then so on and so forth. And then you won't have to go to the bathroom every 5 minutes, every 15 minutes, because you won't be drinking that much water at once. But if you don't pace yourself and you just chug half a gallon at a time, you're gonna fucking hate your life. If you miss a single thing on 75 Hard List, you have to start over. You will have failed. And we will all know you suck. Okay? So you miss a single photo, you've lost. You miss a single page, you've lost. But I promise you, it will give more to your life than it will ever take away. It's not easy, but it will be well worth it. And it's not supposed to be easy. I'm telling you, it's extremely hard. But being a champion, being a fucking winner, being a killer, being a leader, it's not for everyone. So you have to remember that you're in a position that most people aren't in because you are a type of person that most people are not. So when you keep that mentality, you're gonna win every fucking day. But also, when does growth occur in life? In your comfort zone or outside? It's gonna stretch you. You're gonna be real fucking uncomfortable. You're gonna fucking hate your life some days. You're gonna be miserable. I promise you, at the very end, you will be extremely happy with yourself. How did you feel, Mo, when you finished?
I felt great. Yeah, I felt awesome. I mean, there was a time like in the middle where I was really discouraged. I talked to Tone about it. I was just going about it the wrong way. But there's things that you will learn throughout doing 75 hard. Like, you don't have to fucking lift heavy as shit twice a day, every single day. Like, you have to be smart about it. Like, there's times where you can just go on a walk. There's times where like you have active rest days where like you're still doing 2 workouts. That's the point of it. It's like every single milestone in it, you have to complete within that 20, like before you go to bed. But like he said, like if your day changes or something happens, it teaches you like, all right, even though this happened, I'm not gonna just not do it. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna find a way to fit it into my day. So once I learned that like you have more control than it just being like lift every single day, like twice a day, I was like, all right, I can do this. You know, like some days I'll go to Grant, I'm sure you guys remember, and I'll just be shooting outside for 45 minutes. Not really running too much, not lifting, but being active, being outside, being in nature. Like, and I didn't notice something about it. It's actually one of my friends pointed out to me from the before and after when I started. Because of how hydrated I was, the like black rings around my eyes got a lot better. And someone pointed that out to me. I didn't even notice. I'm looking at like my physique and obviously my mental. But when I noticed that, I was like, damn, this shit does have like small beneficial things on the side, you know?
Yeah, so all your workout, like you don't have to lift every day. Like there are days where I would do cardio twice a day. I wake up, I do the Stairmaster for 45 minutes, at nighttime I go for a walk. But the biggest thing is like it's gonna teach you to be resourceful. So like when you hit a challenge as a manager, you're gonna be like, nah, I can figure this shit out. The biggest thing that I try to teach you guys through formal education of us like sitting here reading books and then self-education and going out on the floor and figuring it out is my goal is not to teach you what to think, it's to teach you how to think. How to find ways around problems, how to find solutions to your problems. And it's gonna add so much more to your life than it will take away. You're gonna hate it. First like 2 weeks, you're gonna hate it. Some of you the first 2 weeks, you're gonna fucking love it. And then it's gonna reverse. The people that hate it will eventually love it, and the people that love it will eventually hate it. But it's gonna be extremely uncomfortable, but that's what you sign up for. You wanna be a fucking champion. To be a fucking champion, you gotta eat shit. And you know what you do in private, you'll get rewarded in public for it. Right now, I'm in the public eye, and everyone knows who I am and what I do. But for a very long time, for 17 years, no one knew who the fuck I was. No one even knew what the fuck Fusion was, even if you drove by it. Right? So right now, no one will know the work you're going to be putting in. But eventually, one day, some of you guys are going to be sitting here right next to me, speaking to the group of 200, 300 employees we have. That will happen by the end of this year. By the end of this year, we'll have at least 200-300 employees. By the end of the year, we'll have at least 6-7 locations. Right now, we're at 3. Location 4 is under construction. Number 5 and 6, we're negotiating the deals. And that's just what we have right now. But the biggest thing is like, the future is now. The future is literally now. That I would create the money. My equipment business would take off, which it did. And then I'd be able to do construction. I'd be able to build this, build that. I negotiated 2 years free rent. So I was like, over the next 2 years, I'll figure out how to get the money to build it. I'll do it in phases if I need to. Walk by faith, not by sight. And what is faith? Faith is believing in that which you cannot see. And your reward for that faith is seeing what you believe in. And I walk by faith. I was like, God will send me a partner. God will send the money. And I fucking worked every day. I prayed like it was up to God and I worked like it was up to me. And I made it fucking happen. And next thing you know, a year later, literally at the end of that year, our building on Grand gets sold. For one, the building wasn't getting sold because my law of attraction was so strong that I was attracting the fucking partner I needed. People will look at this building, will go under contract, the deal will fall apart. Go under contract, the deal will fall apart. And then eventually one day I hit my landlord up, I was like, hey, listen, let me give the tours. He's like, why? I'm like, well, when they buy a building, they're buying the tenants, they're not buying the building. The value is in me. Who's gonna sell me better than me? The fucking real estate agent? Get the fuck out of here. He can't do it. I said, let me give the tours. They would come, I'd give them tours. One day I met my partner, Mary. We hit it off. A month later, he buys the building. The rest is history. We're gonna build 6 gyms this year. We're gonna have 6 locations by the end of this year. We're gonna play this clip back this time next year, and we'll have 6 fucking gyms. Talk that shit, and then back it the fuck up. Most people, they're too afraid, they're too timid to speak it into the universe. So therefore it never happens for them. Because they don't believe that it's gonna happen for them. They don't believe that God's gonna provide for them. They don't believe that it will actually happen. So therefore, you're right. The law of attraction is only doing what it's supposed to do. You don't think opportunities are gonna come your way? You're right, it won't. You don't think you're gonna be shit? Guess what? You're right, you won't. It can, but the beauty is, positive thoughts are so much more powerful than negative thoughts. Your thoughts become things. I want you guys to actually practice it. I want you to think about it. I want you to actually visualize something and see if it happens. For example, Rob Bailey just dropped some overalls. Look pretty badass.
I was actually peeping at them too.
I was like, you know what? I might cop those. Okay? Construction site in, you know what I'm saying? The fuck does Hector show up here yesterday? Fucking overalls. Now Hector's been working with us for 5 fucking years. This motherfucker has never worn overalls in his life. And he walks in, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Seriously. What are the odds? The odds are great. The odds are 100%. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you ever meet someone that's bad shit's just always happening to them? Me too. Because they're always thinking about bad shit. So therefore more bad shit happens. You ever think about abundance? And guess what? Abundance happens. I'll give you an example. Myself. Before South Philly opened, it was me, John, and Mo. We were sitting in the fucking office and we were talking about it. I was like, yo, 1,000 members this month. I kept speaking it, I kept saying it. We're gonna sign up month. Remember Mo? Today we members. Month's not even over. That's something we've literally never done though. You understand what I'm saying? It's something we've literally never done. We've never signed up 1,000 members in a month. It took HQ 8 months to sign up 1,000 members. We did it in 3 weeks. But I said it was 1,000 members. When we opened HQ, we've never signed up 1,000 members. I said we're gonna sign up members our opening month. That opening month, we signed up. You think I was mad? Fuck no. I almost hit a perfect bullseye. Speak that shit into existence. Walk by faith, not by sight. Think about it. Believe it. Envision it. Meditate on it. And then when shit happens for you and certain things line up, work towards it. An opportunity might pop up to have this meeting or do this thing that's gonna lead to this. Again, a lot of times it's not gonna line up how you want it to line up. It'll happen in the most inconvenient time. This motherfucker thought he was gonna buy his car a year later. Literally that day he opened his restaurant, the universe was like, you want that bad? All right, bitch, here you go. Boom, car accident. Ask for what you want and be prepared to get it. When you say it, put it out into the universe, put it out into the world, put it in God's hands, and set it and forget it. When I say fusion, you say gems. Fusion! Gems! Fusion! Gems! Fusion! Gems! Woo!
I'll make sure everyone out here hears us.
What do you think, Mo?
Laws of attraction.
You were spitting.
Huh?
My man was spitting today.
Oh no, man! I was just telling my story, bro. You know? That's all. Life is funny, but it ain't no joke.
Oh, yeah.
You know what he said? Life's funny, but it ain't no joke. Ha ha! Well, Mo, you get lost.
9,000 gym spares, which again is not huge, but you could put a lot of stuff in there.
Absolutely.
Is it open? Is it open box? Well, I don't. We have plenty of space. That's exactly what it is. They're going to give us a box. I said I don't want to. We'll do the walls for lockers and things like that. But yes, this will be wide open. So we'll put the flooring in and then we'll start lining the brick. We're just going to go black on the walls, much like you guys, but without all the aesthetics. Just black walls, black ceiling, and go down. wish we could do what you guys have here, maybe someday. But
I mean, you're looking at us. You know, this is our 10th year anniversary. You know, so like we've been at it for 10 years. So as you grow, as the business makes money, just put it back into the business. It'll pay you dividends more than you could possibly ever imagine. Like our Grand Ave location, when I first built it, the first 4 years I literally slept in the back of the gym. You know what I mean? And I made it work. I did a bunch of odd jobs. I did construction just to make payroll, and I literally just grew the business. And we made money. We did this one piece, the next piece, the next piece, and we just kept adding to it. You know, so as the business does well, keep putting the money back in. I promise you, it'll pay you tremendous dividends.
well, the nice thing is having a partner like you guys is willing to work. You know, you got a name and a face. Over the phone, I'm talking to these people. They don't, you know, they don't. I'm a number, and when I call there, oh, Bob will help you. No, I was working with Frank over there. What's up? Well, he can help. And I like the personal touch because as we grow, we need it. And I want to go to the company and say, hey, we're looking for this. Where we at? You know, and it's.
You know, guys like, hey, look, we just hosted these kind of events. Here's how much money we made. Here's what we put out. Here's what it brought back. Here's how many signups we got. Like my buddy, you know, we helped the guy build the gym in Jersey Shore called Lifter's Lair. Yeah. When he built that club, you know, he didn't know where to start. We kind of walked him through the whole process, showed him how to do the marketing, showed him how to set it up, lay it out. It's phenomenal. He's got like 1,500 members. He wasn't going to underprice himself. He's going to charge $30. I was like, no, bro. Build a better experience, people will come. Charging $50 a month.
Pricing already from our business.
In our area, we're going to be at about 45 to 50. But I think with what we have, now military first responders, they're going to get a discount. They're going to come in at like $40, $35 because they don't get enough love out there. So we're going to try to take care of those guys.
How much notice do you need? Because we've got one location that they're going to renovate, and that's going to probably take 4 to 6 weeks, and then we need 2 to 3 weeks to put in locker room and stuff. So how much notice do you need?
So I would say it's going to take a little bit longer than you're hoping. So let's plan that it'll take you 12 weeks to do everything. Construction always takes longer than you hope. That's why I told you, make sure you work it into your lease, where you have X amount of time for construction, and then X amount of time to ramp up. Most people, they don't know that you can get a free year. Like when we built this facility, we got 18 months.
Wow. We did not get a free year, but we did negotiate the hell out of it.
After talking to you, I went and done Blaze, and we basically cut the square foot price in half.
Oh yeah.
Told you. You're like, Tony, it's so expensive. Like, no, fuck them. What they're asking for doesn't matter. Cut it in half.
By the way, the one location that's 9,800 square feet has literally been vacant since I graduated, which was like a million years ago. So I'm like, what do you think you are asking? And it's a shithole. I was like, who do you think you are asking $13 a square foot?
What? If you don't answer, you ain't gonna get. Like I said, I appreciate that. We'll take it as a raw rock, and then it ended up working.
And then when you negotiate property, you wind up being able to get twice as much space for the same price you were willing to pay.
Well, and the other thing that brought to my attention, which was important, is Greg, if you grow, you don't want to pigeonhole yourself to this. Because initially we were looking at probably 5,000 to 6,000.
Yeah.
And after talking to you,
you're gonna outgrow it within a year to 2 years if you run it right, which you hope to do. You're gonna outgrow the space, and then you want space to be able to grow into. 3, 2, 1. Just got done our team meeting. Now headed to go home and change for my sister's engagement party. The reason we host these meetings is to make sure that we're all paddling at the same speed in the same directions. A bigger company grows, the more it loses its soul and its essence, its purpose, and why the company was started in the first place. We don't just open these gyms to make money. Yes, making money is one of the core reasons for the business being in business, but a business that only makes money is a very poor business. The reason we started these businesses is to have an impact on the communities that we serve and impact the lives of people that we serve each and every single day. And we have to remind our team every day in every way why we are here and why we are doing what we're doing. This year we're going to grow by almost 600%. We're going to be opening 6 new locations, and that's a lot of new employees and a lot of new leaders. We got to make sure that every location we open is just as good as our existing facilities. Who gives a fuck if you got 6 gyms if they're all shitty gyms that are poorly ran with shitty staff. So the locations are important, but the team that we have operating them are just as important. We call it people, process, products. The people is the first and most important piece. The people dictate how well of a process is followed. You can have all the greatest systems in the world and you can have the greatest product in the world, but if you got shitty people, it doesn't fucking matter, because your systems and your product is only as good as the people that are selling the product and following that system. So we put a tremendous amount of time and energy into developing our next generation of leaders. Almost every single manager that works for Fusion right now, be a shift manager, operations manager, general manager, all started at the front desk or started as cleaners. It's vertical room for people to grow within the company. And we let people know that, hey, listen, every single leadership role here is available and up for grabs. It doesn't matter what your background is, it doesn't matter what your experience is, it doesn't matter what your education is, it doesn't matter what your sex is. As long as you're willing to put in the fucking work and you put the people first, the people that go to Fusion, as long as you're willing to put the company first, your team first, one of these roles, one of these leadership roles can and will be yours. So here we are at my family's. Look how beautiful Sunil is. Today is my sister's engagement party. In our tradition, in our religion, in our tradition, you don't get down on your knees and propose. Like, the guy's family has to come, talk to the girl's family, and they have to discuss them getting married. So my sister is officially getting engaged to her boyfriend today. So his family's coming over, and you guys get to experience it with us. So they got a beautiful spread out. Actually, Corey, show them all the food. Hit them with the B-roll.
Yeah. And I got a colorful aura, like I got neon guts. Admitted I move like amoeba. Yeah. I float in the room like I'm reefer. Yeah. Alien, I'm not your kind of people. Yeah. Telepathic fan, watch how I reach. Boy, you ain't got emeralds greener. Nah. You ain't got Richard the Sleevey. No sir. And I got a rose that's in the grove that I ain't drove. Shit, I don't know the reason. 3 or 5. Underlay, revive. Hola. Me and J Babin.
You don't know each other anymore. You can act like
right. It's so good to talk to you now.
I know, right? I know.
I haven't noticed you for 25 years.
She can be like, oh,
it's almost like you were right always here. She's like, no.
Like, as long as you're here, let's put you to work.
Okay. Hey, I got a competition.
Right, yeah. You got like 5 people out here aiming for your job, bro.
Damn.
Almost 26 years. Finally going out. And Asif will take her.
I shall literally learn to walk in this house. Yeah. She's being walked to her wedding. It's crazy.
I acknowledge you.
This stud over here. Look at this stud. I remember when he was like yay big. And then I watched him learn how to walk. Watched my sister learn how to walk.
How old are you?
25.
Dang.
She's a month and 10 days old.
We over here with it.
2, 3.
2, 3. Look at the actual professional.
We got the team coming here tonight, so we got a bonfire, barbecue, and our monthly team meeting. Got the boys opening the pool up. We're cleaning out the backyard.